It is now officially 2023, and with this new year comes new Minecraft worlds. So I figured it was a better time than ever to give you guys the 5 best starter farms for Minecraft Bedrock Edition 1.19. We're going to start this farm off by making a small L, just like this, placing 2 chests in the first 2 holes, with a hopper facing into the chest and shift clicking water into that hopper there. We're then going to take any block of our choice, go 2 blocks away from that hopper, placing a block, a piston on top, and then we're going to come up here and place an observer so that the face is facing the farm this way. We're then going to place a block on the piston with a piece of redstone on that right there. We can then come over here, place our sugarcane, and so the sugarcane falls into the hopper. We're just going to block off this area right here, and this farm is done. Now, if you want to make it look a little bit prettier, what you can do is you can just change these blocks to glass here so you can see inside of the farm to see what's going on with the sugarcane, and you can add 2 more blocks up to ensure that all the sugarcane that grows gets broken and falls into that hopper into the chest. And as you can see, this farm is very easily expandable. All I had to do was copy those exact same steps as many times as I wanted, and you can see it all breaks and falls into this chest perfectly just after a couple minutes. Not even, we already have 33. You can see I copied the exact same steps just over and over and over for all of these farms. This next farm can produce over 6,000 logs per hour and makes it so you never have to go back to one of these to chop down trees again. Do note that this only works with spruce, jungle, and dark oak. Let's get into it. How this farm works is you place down your 4 trees just like that. You then take your bone meal, go to any 4 of the trees, and bone meal it until it grows into a really tall tree, just like that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to staircase your way all the way up, just like this. And this is the most efficient way to chop down the entire tree. Then once you get to the top, you simply break your way all the way down by standing in the middle and chopping all the trees down. And just like that, in under a minute, I've gotten myself over a stack of spruce logs, and I'm already getting saplings to do the same thing over again. To start off this build, we're going to want to build 4 blocks in every direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have a 4 that way, 4 that way, 4 that way, 4 that way, and we want to clear out everything inside of this area. Once you have that whole area cleared out, what you want to do is block off any entrances to any caves that are here to make sure that no other mobs interfere with the skeletons inside of this farm. You then want to go up to here, make sure that it's 3 blocks tall, 1, 2, 3, as well as now we need to go 4 blocks down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you're going to dig out this entire area 4 blocks down. And also, the monsters will take offense to you trying to farm them, so make sure that the whole area is lit up while you're working on this farm. So once you finish digging that out, it should look something like this. 1 big box with the spawner in the middle. What you're then going to want to do is come up to the top here and place a slab on top of the spawner so that no skeletons can spawn on top of the spawner there and get stuck. Next, what you want to do is choose which side you want the front of your spawner to be. So for my sake, I'm just going to pick this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this back side here, and I'm going to place water so that when the skeletons end up falling into here, they flow all the way down to this side. After you have that water placed, you want to come and break this row of blocks, placing water on both sides to push the skeletons to one center point, and then setting out a 3 block area right there, and then on those 3 blocks, setting signs, so that when the skeletons get pushed into here, they're going to fall onto one of these 3 blocks here. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to dig this down 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to dig out a nice sized room right here, comfortable enough to where you can maybe have a ladder up to the surface or some enchanting room, because this is good for XP as well as bones and arrows. Now that I have a nice sized room dug out right here, I'm going to look back here and see this is where the skeletons are going to be falling down. I have a nice 3x3 area here, 3 tall and 3 wide. And this is where the skeletons are going to be falling. I'm going to want to break those 2 blocks along with those 3 there. I'm then going to place 2 chests, my collection chests right there, along with 2 hoppers facing into the chest, and the 3rd hopper here facing into that hopper there. So all items that go into there go into this chest. Finally, I want to take carpet and place it on top of there so the skeletons don't get stuck in those hoppers. I'm then going to want to take my slabs and place them on this 2nd block high up here. 3 slabs across just like that, with blocks up there. So now, no matter what happens, these skeletons are not going to be able to shoot me or hit me no matter where I kill them. The final step to get this farm up and running is we want to come into the actual chamber here, and we want to get rid of all the torches so that the skeletons can start to spawn, making sure that we block up any holes that we've made so they can't get out. We're then going to come down to our killing chamber here, seeing that the skeleton should eventually fall down here. We can then take these skeletons, kill them, collect the XP, and get lots of good items that go into the hopper and into the chest. And just like that, this farm is fully completed. Just showing you a little bit better here with some more mobs. You can see that they come down to here and they can't shoot me no matter where I am. And then when I finally do end up killing them, and this does work better with looting as well, I can finish killing them, I collect all their XP, and all of their items go into this chest. Start by placing the dispenser on the block right behind the one that you want the sheep to stand on. You're then going to come around to the back here, breaking those 2 blocks, and placing an observer on the back block right there. You then want to replace that grass block, place a redstone dust on top of it just like that. You'll know it worked if when you break and replace this block, you can see that the redstone flickers. You're then going to want to break the 3 blocks in front of the dispenser, and then 2 blocks down, so you should have a 3x3 area just like that. You're then going to place 2 chests there, with the hopper leading into that chest. You can then drop down here, take any temporary block that you want, placing it on that dirt block right there, with a rail on top, and your hopper minecart on that. You can then break that temporary block, and you should see that it falls right onto the hopper, just like that. Come out of here, and fill back in the area that you just covered up, and then make a super simple way to get down to that chest compartment right there. We then want to come up to our dispenser, putting our shears inside of there to shear the sheep, and making a small little enclosure for the sheep to sit in while he gets sheared forever and ever. The final step is to actually take your sheep and lead him into this glass box right here to be sheared forever. And just like that, you have a perfectly functioning sheep farm. Now this farm is super easily expandable, and you can see when he eats the grass, it automatically shears the sheep, and that wool goes down into this chest down here. Now if you want to get a specific color of dye, all you have to do is get your dye color, go up to the sheep and right click it, and now whenever that sheep eats the grass, it'll be sheared, and that sheep will now make lime green wool. What makes this farm so good is the fact that one lava bucket can fuel about 100 items, so it is one of the best sources for fuel in Minecraft. This final farm is super simple and super easy to build. All you have to do is throw down a couple cauldrons, build up 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, copying how many cauldrons you have down there with the blocks, placing dripstone on the bottom of that, and then placing lava on top of this surface here. All we need to do is box in this area, place the lava up there, and this whole farm is done. You can place as many of these as you want, and you can expand it to however many as you want. The more that you have down, the more lava that you're going to get, so the more stuff that you can smelt. Eventually what's going to happen is all of this will drip into here, and it'll turn into lava just like that. Look at that, all 4 of them just went right there. And then what you can do is walk up to this farm, right click with a bucket and collect the lava bucket, and put that into a furnace to get 100 smelting items. Well, if you've made it through the entire video, thank you for watching. To be completely honest, I'm filming this video at 5:22 in the morning right now, so sorry if there's a couple hiccups throughout the way, but we persevere, we get through it. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe. I'm going to be posting daily for the next couple weeks, so yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.